Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
What I'm going to be talking about tonight is the stingray device that they used in order to find Brian Kohberger's cell phone data to place him in the general vicinity of the Idaho 4 house in the months prior to the murders. A stingray device is a device that upper level law enforcement agencies use in major crimes to triangulate cell phones.
Why you always lying?
That is false. No stingray was already in deployment outside of 1122 King Road in the months leading up to the murders. A stingray was only authorized on the December 23rd, 2022 pen register trap and trace warrant when he was already in Pennsylvania. And the same warrant was when they obtained his historical cell phone records. So you can see it was for June 23rd, 2022 to the present. So the day that the warrant was served as far as the historical records. In that warrant, it explains that the physical location of the phone is in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania. And here's the page in that warrant where the cell site simulator was authorized for Pennsylvania in case they needed it. And here was the request form sent to AT&T on December 23rd, 2022. It included the pen register, trap and trace, cell site simulator if needed, but it also requested his historical data and location data. Okay? That data had nothing to do with a stingray. This documentation explains what Agent Balance was going to testify to had this gone to trial, and it talks about how he used drive testing, location data, historical cell site information to determine where he was. He did not use a stingray for this. That is not how he determined that he had been within 100 meters of the house on 23 occasions. Also, a stingray does not triangulate. Triangulation is done when you use the different cell phone towers in the area. The way they pinpoint a location with a stingray is actually having to drive around to see when the signal's getting weaker or stronger. So it's actually more cumbersome. The bottom line is no stingray was in use outside 1122 in the months leading up to the murders, and that is not how they obtained his cell phone data.